I saw where Jerry Jones was doing his weekly radio show on 105.3 The Fan to discuss the Cowboys season. I think that's his normal pit stop that he shows up on. And at one point during the show, Jerry got defensive when the radio host asked Jerry a question about the Cowboys' offseason moves. And Jerry said, "This is not your job." Your job, do we have this sound?
Just got it in.
Okay, all right. Yeah, and then here's Jerry snapping back at the radio host.
This is not your job. Your job isn't to let me go over all the reasons that I did something and I'm sorry that I did it. That's not your job.
Well, my job is to ask
why.
why.
A job, or I'll get somebody else to ask these questions, man.
Jerry, we're trying to figure out why the team is.
I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. You're not going to figure out what the team is doing right or wrong. If you are, or any 5 or 10 like you, you need to come to this meeting I'm going to today. There are 32 teams here. You're geniuses.
All righty. Yeah, he said, you think you're going to sit here with a microphone and tell me all the things that I've done wrong without going over the rights?
I'm curious if they were telling him or asking him.
They're probably asking him about the offseason moves. But, look, Jerry loves to go on these shows and talk. And so, I applaud the host if you're asking questions. That's what your job is. Instead, like Jerry just threatened their jobs because they were doing their jobs. Like, how dare you question me? I don't think they're questioning maybe the totality of your ownership. They're talking about the offseason when you told everybody you were all in. They did a terrible job in the offseason. They weren't all in. And they waited. They procrastinated on a couple of those big deals, and they probably could have gotten Derrick Henry. And when we had Derrick Henry on the show, he said, he thought that the Cowboys were going to reach out, and they never did. And he's from there. He'd love to go. He'd love to play for the Cowboys, or would have. But, if you're going to have a show, at least tell us, are the hosts allowed to be professional? Or why don't you just submit questions to them, Jerry, if that's how you want it to be? They're asking the questions that Cowboy fans have and getting testy and threatening their jobs. I'm not kidding. Okay. All right. Yeah, Paulie.
Too bad his team isn't more defensive.
Whoa.
Okay.
The Cybertruck line yesterday followed up with that.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. All right. Oh, Jerry. He just loves publicity, but he wants the positive publicity. Well, you're not going to get that. Not after you've been giving up 40 points at home, getting blown out here.